Okay, y'all. So I know what y'all are thinking. And I was just as surprised. This is a mess. And this is indeed my Princess Hair Shop Indian Indian loose wave slash curl hair, and this is all that I have to show for. This is not even a full bundle. This is probably like half of a bundle. I threw the rest of it away because it was worse than this. This is the only thing that I could salvage out of my sew-in. Okay, now let me tell y'all how this happened. To be honest, I kind of feel like I had something to do with it. I don't know, you guys. Okay, well, let me just, if you watched I think I'm only done 2 updates on this hair. Maybe when I first installed it, and then I did an update after that telling you guys how it was. Now, when I first installed it, it was very, very soft. I thought it was going to be the best grade of virgin hair that I've had. And even my beautician said that, when she put it in, I washed it. It was so soft, you guys. Like, so soft. But after that, I dyed it, and it just... It didn't turn into this after I dyed it. It turned into this maybe a month after I had dyed it. I had the hair installed for about 2 weeks before I dyed it. And I wasn't really happy with the wave pattern that I got. I wanted the wave pattern to be more like this. But it wasn't. It resembled wet and wavy hair, which is fine. But I was going to this event and I had to have like a formal hairstyle, and I could not figure out how to wear the hair in its natural state in a formal way. So I just had to straighten it and curl it with my Remington curling wand. So I did that. It was fine. I wore the hair like that for maybe, like I said, about 2 weeks. Then it was getting close to my birthday and I wanted to dye my hair burgundy, so I dyed it, and it didn't take to the color too well. Immediately it got dry, and then the color didn't even show up. Like, I think that part was kind of my fault too, because I didn't lift the color of the hair before I decided to dye it. I thought that the dye that I had was, one of those box dyes that already had the developer and everything in it. So I just decided, whatever, it's already dry. I'm not even gonna try to, get the color that I was going for, whatever. I'm just gonna leave it this tint color. As long as I stand in the sun, you can see it, which is what I was fine with. So then after that, I tried to wear it in its natural state, and it was just dry. Like, it would get dry and stick together, and I don't like my hair to stick together. I like for there to be some movement. Like, if I turn around, there's movement. Like, I have to have movement. It can't just be stiff. So I was like, you know what, I need to take this down and figure out how to care for it properly. So I took it down because it was time for me to care for my natural hair anyway. Took it down and I was like, okay, what can I do to get this hair to go back to when I first got it? So I was researching online and I decided to go ahead and give it a bleach bath. I gave it a bleach bath without the ammonia. I just mixed, I want to say 2 cups of bleach with 3 gallons of water, and I let the hair sit in there for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then I rinsed it out, gave it a good wash and gave it a good deep condition. I did deep condition the hair for about 2 days. I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, and then I let it sit, and then the next day I put it in the microwave for about a minute, and I let it sit that whole day. Then the next day I took the hair out and I rinsed it out, and it was back to normal. And it was fine for about 2 weeks, and then after that I started getting clumps of shedding like this. I can like run my fingers through the hair and I'll get clumps of shedding like this. Now, in the last video that I made about the hair, I told you guys that the wefts were not constructed well, and I knew that that's why I was getting a lot of shedding, but this time it was like worse. So I was just like, you know what, I'm over it. I'm just gonna wear this hair in a ponytail, and I'm gonna just leave it like that until I figure out what I'm gonna do with it. So Christmas time rolls around and I didn't have enough money to buy me some new hair because I was buying Christmas gifts and everything like that. So I gave it another deep condition and I straightened it out, and I mean, it was okay. It didn't look that bad in my Christmas picture. I mean, it was okay. The only complaint that I had was that it got really, really frizzy. And then after that, I took it right out. The day after Christmas, I took it out and I wore my natural hair in a bun until I got this hair. And I left one thing out. This right here, let me unravel it, is supposed to be the 18-inch bundle, and it shedded all the way down to like 14 to 12 inches. And at first, I didn't even notice that until one of my coworkers was like, "Oh my God, is your hair falling out?" You know, she put me to the side, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like looking at myself in the mirror, like, yeah, I guess it is. So that was another, you know, red flag that was like, okay, no, take this out. So I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I didn't pay for it. I got it in a contest, so I'm not really upset about it. I do feel like it was kind of my fault, partially because of when I dyed it. You know, I should have. I'm not a professional at all, so I should have, you know, got some professional help. But it is what it is. I'm not really worried about it. I feel like with all virgin hair companies, that can be a possibility, just because like you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and sometimes I feel like they don't really know what's going behind the scenes either, because the hair that they get, you know, they get their hair from a vendor anyway. And I'm not speaking, you know, on Princess hair shops we have, I'm just, you know, speaking in general. I know people who sell hair and they get hair from a vendor, so I mean, they could have been like tested the batch out or whatever. What I didn't do was I didn't do the burn test on it, and I don't really want to do the burn test on it because I'm scared to see what the results will be. But it is what it is. Like I said, it didn't really affect me. I'm not really upset about it because I didn't pay for it. The only reason why I put this video out there, I wasn't even going to do this video, but the reason why I did was because one of my subscribers contacted me and asked me what happened to it. So instead of writing this long message about, you know, everything that I experienced, I decided to go ahead and do a video because I knew that more than one person was probably, if she was looking for it, somebody else was looking for it too. So I mean, I hope that was helpful for you guys. Like I said, I'm not trying to bash the company in any way, shape, or form. I feel like there was fault on both parties. But it is what it is. It was a learning experience. I promise you guys, I'm never going to dye any other hair without professional help. I wanted to highlight this hair, but I got this hair from a Chinese vendor, and they do not play. So, I apologize for the quality of my recording my camera. I've been going through some technical difficulties, and I've been really like trying to figure out what I did to my computer. So I don't know. I really wanted to get this video out though because it had a lot of helpful information. But that's it, you guys. I will talk to y'all in my next video.